folks? What is up? How's everyone doing? Uh, welcome. So, what is up? Okay, so while I wait for people to come in, I'm gonna play a video. But before that, I just want to say, to anybody who has a problem with how I do things on my own channel, there's always the option just to not watch. I mean, that is an option. You don't have to threaten people to not come on my show because of, I don't know, reasons. And I'll say this now: if some jerk off has a problem with how I do my show, I can give anybody the link anytime. They can come on my channel and try, little kid, because I'm older than you, try to critique me, try to debate me, because you won't. Because you don't even have any fucking idea what I'm doing, you know? So I think it's funny that people, they're so scared to actually say my name, so they backhandedly say my name. It's really fucking stupid. But I just want to reiterate for the last time, no, I did not give Gman money. Like, I don't give anybody money for an interview. It's the internet. It's, if they want to talk to me, they can talk to me. If they don't want to talk to me, they don't have to. And that's really all there is to it. So, no, I'm not giving nobody money. And number two, and this is a big one, you don't know how I do things. You don't know what my end game thing is. I was actually going to... I should say your name. Thanks, Lamar. You know what, man? I don't get it. Some of these people are straight up bitches. It's the internet. This is not that deep. It's not that serious. I do this to attack the child abusers. I do this to go after nasty people on the internet, and that's really it. Anybody else who has a problem is just literally secondary. They clearly don't know what I'm doing. They're not as smart as they think they are. And that's really it. They don't know what I'm doing. I think that bothers them because they can't figure me out. So they have to come out with these ad hominem backhanded comments instead of saying my name. But like I said, I don't pay people, and I am pretty much a solo thing. It's just me. I'm not with any other people, besides Renee, who doesn't even want to, comes on when she wants to, but that's really it. I'm pretty much a solo act. But with that being said, I want to play this video of Rev. And like I said, I'm fine to critique anybody. If anyone wants to critique me, if they think that they're smarter than me, if they think they want to debate me, no problem. I'll give anybody a link if they think that they have the friggin' balls. But, I want people just to a reminder, look at how many people I have interviewed before. If somebody had the balls, I don't know why they never did it before. Very confusing, folks. Very confusing people out there. And I'm sorry, I don't want to be like all these other statistics of people who seems like they hate everybody on the internet. Like, I don't want to be like that. I want to have like a chill environment, because there's too much bullshit out there for hate, politics and all this stuff, people pulling you this way and that, people doing dumb ops on you. I'm not about the ops. I'm about the jokes. But like the stream, thanks for being here, and let's just get started. Oh, Rev.
Oh my God. Hi, folks.
Oh, he's a little loud.
So...
Ha.
Oh my God. I'm trying to... I want to go back in my mind to the first time I remember really paying attention to Shanny on YouTube. And I definitely think it was around the time of when she got me into Hangouts. I really went to her channel and I was like, yeah, let's check out Shanny's channel, see what she says. And she immediately became like a very... Big Mama and stuff like that, which is cool too.
Big Mama.
I love her characters. It's cool. But I noticed something right from the start with Shannon, and it never made any sense to me. It never made a lick of sense to me. But I would look in her comments,
Yeah.
and I would look at videos that had been made about her by other people, the majority of which are pretty much lost to history, her stuff included, which stinks because she had cool content. She had a lot of good stuff. And I'm kind of sad my channel's gone too, but it's like an era gone. It's just gone. That's the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is random screenshots coming on my video? Oh, I don't know how that keeps happening. It's just so weird, you know? It's like it almost looks like receipts or something. Okay, Roger. A guy. Okay. I don't know if you guys have been looking or been able to read. I know I'm going by them pretty quick, but they are. This is the reason. Hey, hello, Allure. What's up? This is the reason why people don't like her. It. And I always say this. It was never just YouTube. It was never, ever, ever just YouTube. Shanny has been nasty on Twitch. She's been nasty on Instagram, and she's definitely been her worst on Twitter. I mean, Twitter and YouTube, I guess, kind of go hand in hand, but she's been really, really bad on Twitter, like to the point where she doesn't, it's the same type of mental break. She doesn't understand why people don't like her. But if you read any of these, but I'll try to go by slow while I play the rest of the Rev here. I'll say this. What personally separates me from these types of people is this. Once it would infect my family or my children, I'm done. I'm out. That's it. It was go while it lasted, whatever, because nothing should be more important. I don't care. Like, that's really it. The fact that they kept going shows lolcow, lolc. The fact that they don't see their mental illness. It's not that they're mentally ill, it's that they're not doing anything about it. They just keep it going. Another new another new grift to get money, another new whatever. Never, I messed up. I'm sorry about that. It's always you did that, someone else did that. So I think that's what separates me, that I would legit be like, I need some time and take some time, not like a month, but like some sort of like 6 months, and actually go to a therapist and talk about what happened during your time on YouTube and what led you to it. I think that shows real growth, to actually make an attempt to make a change. Money. Brad Pitt. Yeah, I just want to pause that one real quick because these tweets, these really get me. She's talking about CPS and her kids. So she says, I'm from June last year, but yes, me and my boys are doing fine. And this is when they first left Colorado. And people were like, yo, you guys should call it. You shouldn't be together. We had spaghetti for dinner, and Gman has promised to help us overcome this evil created by you demons. Never any, she's not responsible for anything, folks. And my channels will be reinstated. That never happened. Sorry, but false reporting isn't going to stick. Yeah, how did that work out? How did that work out for you, Shanny? Yeah. Never got them back. Second one, CPS came and I still have my boys after one explained that you psychos are the ones who vandalized the house. Complete lie. Sickos. It was really gross what you did to my son's rooms. Who does that? I hope you rot in jail and pay for all the damages you created for what you did. So not only did she lie to everybody about it, but she made her kids lie to CPS. Even though we know from Gman, nobody was ever in that house in PA. You know, like no ninjas came in and did anything. They were there and then they weren't there after CPS came in and took them. That's what happened, folks. That's what happened. So with all of that being said, how can you blame people for here if the same thing followed you in PA? See, that's what separates me from these people, folks. I wouldn't make my kids lie to CPS because I'm gross. And you know what? I'm questioning Shanny's managerial experience that she says that she has, even though she never graduated high school. How is this person ever a manager? She can't even manage her own house. Just saying, you know, you really got to think about what she says, and like it's stupid. She'd be like the worst manager. You know, she can't even make sure that her house is clean and neat and organized. All right, last one. It's not fair that I'm being punished for these psychos' sick obsession of me. They stalk and harass me and I get banned. I get kicked off YouTube for their false flagging. Hey, YouTube, you might want to get your act together with your cyberbullying. I don't know what that says down there. But the thing is, if you really wanted to do that, Shanny, you should have just contacted YouTube like a normal person. Yeah, right. Hey, Taylor, happy Halloween. Early Halloween. Hey, Philly guy. Oh, hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, I just noticed that. Thank you, dude. Yeah, 30% is a lot. I mean, it's a lot cheaper than Twitch's 50%, which these fools had to pay for. But I just noticed that. Thanks. And that's, if you are cool with me shouting that out, that's fine. So I know some people want to keep it quiet, you know, keep it private. So usually I don't say anything, but if people are okay with it, then yeah, I am happy to say thank you for the Cash App. I do appreciate it, bro. And happy Halloween to you too. I hear Philly gets crazy in Halloween time, especially tonight, Mischief Night. Oh man. Yeah, right. Yes. And you know what? I get what he's saying. Yeah, free country and all, and it is. It is a free country, but that doesn't mean there's not consequences. That doesn't mean that things don't look good and that you're not free from the criticisms of how certain things make you look, and that you're just saying it just to say it, to piss people off. You're not saying it to make a very interesting statement. You're saying it because you want to be edgy. I think there's a difference there.
I want receipts on it.
Ugh.
And I know what you're gonna say. It's like, oh, we already know all the bad stuff that she's done. Well, once again, this is an issue of she is responding to people. You cannot find one occasion where Shanny has been an aggressor to somebody else.
That is absolutely not true. She's been the aggressor many times. She attacked me for no damn reason. I just want to read this one too. For anyone curious about my latest mental health evaluation results, the offender scored an 8. The offender, wow. So that's how they refer to her, by the way, folks. The offender scored an 8 out of 10 on the Adverse Childhood Experiences Questionnaire, pertaining to parental, emotional, physical, and sexual essay, parental substance abuse, and parental mental health issues. The offender's MCM3 results showed a predominant presence for PTSD, major depression, dysthymia, somatoform, sandalform, and anxiety disorders, along with a high presence for depressive dependent and schizotypical personality characteristics. Wow, they're saying that you have. Well, you know what? I called that like 2 years ago. I mean, Shanny has multiple personalities. We've seen child Shanny, dirty Courtney Love, nasty Shanny, why me, victim Shanny. There is many different versions of Shanny. So I'll believe that statement. Additionally, the offender's MCM3 results showed predominant disclosure with low desirability and predominant debasement indicative of low self-esteem and potential borderline characteristics. Potential. But that still is not I have BPD. And she wrote all this. So, it still doesn't mean much, but I don't know. It says potential. Potential doesn't mean you have it either. I think Shanny sees something like that and thinks, oh, I must have this.
That she is just the one going after the person. And don't say me, because it wasn't true. Okay? I was developing very serious feelings for her. And I was kind of childlike because I don't have a lot of experience with relationships. It's true. And I got scared.
Yeah, right? I mean, her parents have talked about that many times, and they said that, her childhood wasn't that bad. She was the troublemaker, because she has a brother and another sister, and and both her dad and mom said it was always her, with this victim mentality. That doesn't say things don't happen, especially to a female, but I think Shanny wanted things to happen. Like, that's why she didn't even graduate high school, because she claims that the principal tried to SA her. So, there's so many things that come up over and over and over again in her life. It's just, when is it coincidental, you know?
And I was going to run again. But I finally listened to Lejeune's song for me on the Seven Dust album, Black Out the Sun, the first track. It tells you, I think he's speaking directly to my soul. He's saying, don't run away, because there's somebody that's going to come to you that is your fucking soulmate, and she's really cool. But you got to be strong for her. Son, don't run away. Listen to the first track on the Seven Dust album, Black Out the Sun. That was like, I heard that song for the...
I mean, I'll only let him finish, but he heard the song and it didn't do anything for him. Be strong for her son, but you weren't, right? You failed him. Man, Rev, do you watch these videos? I mean, I would feel like such a piece of shit if I said all this dumb stuff and then not even like, yeah, like a year and a half later, you do what you did. And probably other times that we don't know about, allegedly.
First time I said, oh my God, that he's speaking to me. Lejeune like wrote a song for me or something. Not really, but it's spiritual. It's spiritual. Lejeune's a
that was his
Christ.
phone.
So he's feeling the end times too, right? Oh my God, Lejeune should have a YouTube channel, man. He's woke. He knows what's going on.
Hey, Jellybean. She is.
The lead singer for Seven Dust. They're all Christians. They're all Christians in Seven Dust. What else can I say? Oh, yeah. And please, holy shit, trolls, move on.
Those arm things.
Don't take the time to come underneath this.
He doesn't have those arm things anymore, folks, by the way. He doesn't have any cool orange A shirts or kid beaters, wife beaters.
Video and fling shit at me or Shanny. Okay? It's old. You're just going to get blocked. Then you'll make a sock account and come back and say, ha ha ha, I made a sock account. Please. Could you save the literal juvenile behavior for juveniles? Okay? Leave their behavior to them. You're an adult. You should be beyond juvenile behavior. That's obvious. Folks. All right? Give me a break.
Folks.
I don't want hate here. And she's already seen so much hate. She don't need no more of that. But what I'm asking you to do...
Yeah, folks, she's the innocent victim. She's just the innocent victim. Let's see what an innocent victim would say. I just want to escape the harassment and doxing. Now my kids are being targeted by these sick fucks. They're trying to drive me to that and traumatize my sons. Who was doing that? Not us. Who was actually doing the traumatizing? And they continue to stay on YouTube. What the F? And no, my children aren't this. You see all that, folks? And they didn't do that to their rooms in Colorado. The trespassing SOBs are who broke into my home, trashed the place, and they will be held accountable. And again, Shanny, how did that work out for you? Yeah. Did anybody get in trouble? She kept saying that somebody was arrested. Lies, folks. No one ever got in trouble for something that she told people to do. Go get my stuff. Like she was like Gadget. But seriously, she's like, get my stuff. Watch out for the popo. She said that. I hope you a-holes are happy trying to destroy a family. Sick fucks. You're all going to hell. Now, you first, Shanny. You first. Oh, bye, Philly guy. Have a good one, bro. Thank you again. And have a happy Halloween. Oh well. I'm going into it, dude. I was just going to I'm waiting for people to come in, It's only been like 20 minutes. But okay, you do you. But yeah, usually I play some clips just leading up to, but it's all right. It's casual.
Do you know why? Do you know the circumstances? No, you'll never explain that. That in every case, Minnesota, here and here, whatever, she was arrested for no reason. In every case, folks, every case. So we're going to close the door after this video gets vindicated, spread this video in the drama community, because my wife's known in the drama community now. They just never say the name ShannyForChrist.
Yes, they do.
Because they don't want to give her press. That's her channel, ShannyForChrist. You'll hear about her from my mouth all day, every day, because she's amazing. Okay? You're going to hear that name from my mouth all the time. ShannyForChrist. S4C.
Wow.
You better believe it.
Wow.
I'll promote her forever. But anyway, and there might be a YouTube, there might be music coming. Okay? I have to get a studio set up, but after we do, I think there's probably going to be an iTunes album, because you're disgusting humans. You're just going to get popped virtually. You're banned, and then you're going to make a sock account and come back and go, ha, 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 Shanny is this and that. And then that sock account's going to get banned.
Yo, I didn't do anything to that.
I know.
What have I done to anyone?
You haven't done anything to anybody.
Hasn't done nothing, folks.
Okay, that's true. Even your mother and the people in your life. You've never been an aggressor to anyone. And I'm telling you that's true, folks. I'm a third party. She's told me the stories, and I've looked at it from every way possible.
And there's always new people that come in all the time that haven't seen certain videos or that don't know about things. That's why I try to always update, for the new people. Because there's always people like, oh, I didn't even see that video, or I didn't see that video. There's so many videos. There's many videos that people just don't have because they were out literally 5 minutes and then they were deleted, or they were privated or deleted as soon as they were done. Great videos, folks. So I always try just to throw that in before I talk about the current events.
Okay, I'm not just hearing the story from her perspective and then going, oh, yeah, you're the victim. Oh, no, that isn't what I'm doing. She's told me the situation, and I've looked at it from the outside, and I've looked at the way she's been treated by her family oh my God, it's insane. I've never seen anything like it. My family had problems, but wow. I mean, I just feel for my wife. I feel for her because she's so good. You have no idea,
How did his family have problems if he was the only child? It was just him and his mother. What problems, dude? I'm sure you were spoiled with everything you ever wanted. Real problems.
How good she is. She's too good for you. And she's too good for me. But I got blessed. Because the Lord did tell me that there was going to come a woman for me. He did tell me that. I just didn't know who it was. And then she showed up. And I'm blessed. But you guys are, the haters are the most toxic individuals on the planet. Brett Keane was 100% right. Von Helton was 1,000% correct. They're domestic terrorists. Do you understand that? They deliberately try to insert themselves into your life and cause you terror. They're domestic terrorists. So the question is, what do we do about terrorists? I know what I would do. But comment below, why does Shanny get the hate she does? Because I don't understand why, and I never have, and I never will. Jesus bless you.
Wow, okay. Well, that's just deflection, if you ever heard. Isn't that great? All right, so let's get to the meat of this all. So in my last video, I showed that Shanny and Rev got the motel was condemned, and I've gotten some rumors, and I will say right now these are rumors. You're entering the rumor zone. that maybe Rev was told to take the copper because he heard from somebody, a little birdie, that the copper is worth some money. And down in the basement, there's a lot of copper, folks. Those older buildings, they're all copper. And I'm sorry, I hate to say, you know, I know a lot of people who used to do that back in the day, especially those homes that are, you know, condemned, boarded up. They go in there, strip the whole thing. It's not new. But down there where the pipe is, where the oil is, I could totally see him going down there, trying to rip out the pipe, screw it up, and then have a big leak start happening. Him run away, and it just go, and then the people have to come in and fix it, but then realize that it's a lot bigger problem than they thought. I could totally see that. So then that place got condemned, and now they're currently, apparently, still in that Cadillac, Shanny, Rev, and the two cats. So Gman made this video and then made an update video. Now, the interesting thing about this video is some people think that they're staying here because they hear a cough. So here, I'm gonna pause my music while I play this to see if I hear this cough. About 6 minutes in, so let's go with that.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel, and I'm over here in Pennsylvania and Scranton.
It's fun to make pennies.
And
yeah,
just looking at what the work when I was gone. And there's some rumors going around saying that Gman helped Shanny and Rev again, which is not true. I'm really mad at those guys. What you see going on between us is real. It isn't fake. And it's gonna.
And I'll just say this, just to throw this in here. I do believe that it's real, but the timing, folks, the timing is weird, because I was supposed to do a thing with Gman, like do a video, and at 8 o'clock that night, he said that he had to reschedule for another date because he was going to be very busy. So the timing is weird. So I'll give you guys that, you know, throw that in the conspiracy jar. But you know, I'll just leave that there. It's just, you know, like I said, the timing and all. So I can see where people's mind goes to, oh, they must be there. Oh, they must have called you. Because really, who else do they have besides Rev's uncle? Shane doesn't have anybody in the distance. She'd have to go to Minnesota.
I'll show you guys the place. So they're not in here, for what I understand. They're not in here. Okay. Let me see something here. Let me see something here.
Wow,
they're not here. So they're not in there. That's where the foundation is. Gotta go up the stairs. Can't believe how clean it is in here. They really did a good job this time. Just gotta paint now. Okay, so they're not in. Let me switch the camera so that you guys can see. Okay, so they're not in here. This is when Rev did that famous "Stop talking about my wife" when he was standing right over there. Not in here. That's my book bag. Not in here. Not in here. Let's go check the room upstairs. This is the door.
You know, if they had a punching bag, why couldn't Rev just use that? I mean, I'm just pointing it out there.
Of course. Nobody's here. Nobody's here. All right. Let's just take a look at these filthy out. Got it. This is what I'm doing here. They want me to rip up these this carpet.
Ooh.
I gotta paint the doorway over there because somebody did some work around the door. So some paint's got to be done down there, and those woods got to be put down there. Anyway, touch up work. And this is the room that they were staying in. And they are not in here. Are you, Shanny? No, nobody's here. So I can stop the rumors saying that G-Man's helping them and not. What's going on is legitimate. That's where William stayed. That's where Zachary stayed. This is the bathroom. The lights still in here don't come on. They have to change bulbs. So y'all should have seen this tub when they were living here. Oh my God, it was gray. But anyway, this was the room William was staying in. Nobody in here. Let me check the closet, see if they're hiding in there. Nope, not in here. Nope.
This is the house, baby. This is the house that they were staying at, but then Gman kicked them out because he's trying to sell it or rent it out, and he's trying to get it up to code. That's why he's trying to like paint it and everything like that. So he's just saying that they're not in here, but apparently there's a cough, and some people thought that maybe Rev, because Rev has that horrible cough. He's had it since like 2020 and hasn't done anything about it. So that's why I stopped the music to see if I can actually hear a cough. But you know what? Shanny is so like, she breathes loud, folks. I personally think they're not there. But because I know Shanny can't be quiet, you know, they're too loud.
I literally just got here, so let me see something here. Not in here. That TV's been sitting there forever. I need to take that thing down. So let me see. Need to fix that. Okay, so there's nobody here. Okay, maybe they're in the roof somewhere. Nope, they're not here. For the rumors out there saying Gman is helping them again. Now it's dark up here, so I got to cut the light on. So y'all got to bear with me a moment here.
Oh, good. He went up into the attic. Well, that's good.
I just realized it could be up here.
What about a basement? Does that place have a basement?
I'm up here in the dark. All right, let me. Because I wonder what would happen if I died or something like that up here. I wonder if they get the place back. So anyway, look. So they're not up here.
What?
Not in the attic over here. So. Yep, they're not here. So everyone can stop with the rumors saying that Gman is helping them again. I haven't seen them. I'm going to try to find out where they're at. Let me go downstairs. I'm going to try to find out where they're at. Because they're probably somewhere in this town somewhere.
They're more than likely staying in where they are in that parking lot, waiting for the state to come in and like be like, here, you could stay here, you know, like help you out. Because with a condemned place, that can get them some help. You know, their problem is they don't go out there and try to get the help themselves.
I'll find out. Just got to ask around a little bit. And, oh, wait a minute. Let me go back upstairs. Dragnet, I don't know if you're watching or not. Hold on.
I haven't heard any coughs.
Let me go back up here a minute. That was stupid. I wonder if they threw this thing away. I want to show y'all something here. Hold on. Okay, so the air fryer I was telling you guys about.
Yes, you're right.
That's it right there. Well, hold on. That's the air fryer right there. What I might do is put that somewhere where Drag can get to it. Or that's a lot of their paperwork. A lot of that smells on their paperwork. And then there's the air fryer there.
Can you imagine you smell so much you stink up paper?
That was supposed to be anointing oil. And that's the Lowe's Cows of the Year.
Lowe's Cows of the Year. Shanny had an award. That's good. Hey, I remember that award. She had that in Colorado.
And the proud new owner of. One of these days, I'm going to take inventory and show everybody what exactly was theirs when they came here and what I have now. So this is the tomahawk that he had here. They're talking about me and my threats, please. They had this. I got to show you the machete and the sword he had here. I think I got the sword though. That bat right there was something he was going to use. It was this. Let me show you guys something here. It's pretty sharp. You know, it's just pretty sharp.
What
this
the
sucker
hell is
right
he
here is
doing
not
with
dull.
Yeah, when you're not outside chopping wood, I don't know why you need that thing. You know, like protection, I get it, but you should also be some, you know, chopping wood and doing something else with it as well.
I don't know if one of you want it, you can have it because I don't want it. Let me see. Total gems over there. Shanny obviously never used that. Wait a minute, I should cut the light off because I'm going back to the hotel. So I got me a room at the Micro Hotel under an alias. That's why I don't care if y'all know what hotel I'm at.
Why? Huh. That's interesting, folks. Why does he have a hotel? I'm just saying that's different, convenient. But yeah, I wonder why he has a hotel room at this present time.
That I'll be staying at. So
Alias, yeah, right.
Put this back on me a minute here.
Yo, the alias is probably like Gary Man.
Yeah, so just wanted to prove to everybody that I'm not helping them or nothing like that. So, yep, not helping them. I just got to
Hey,
do
Brett.
some painting in here and some minor stuff that I don't want to pay nobody to do. I got to do myself. But their bed was there, the food was there, and the food was there.
And the stink
And
was there.
the TV was there, and obviously all that stuff is gone now. They actually threw away that TV, huh? I wanted them to keep it. I told them not to throw away the TV. One of the mic stands that they didn't even want, that they wanted me to save for them. Ridiculous. I love this purple and white that I did in here. Absolutely love it. It's better than this beige and boring brown that I got here. Uh-oh, see who's outside. Hold on a minute. I heard her son.
I heard her son? What?
This house must be a celebrity a little bit, so considering he was on the news. Okay, man. Let's check my mail here. It's the mailbox again.
So when's the coughing supposed to happen?
American Water. Gotta pay that bill.
Yeah, it's very colorful in there.
Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta look at this. Hold on. American Water. I don't know what this is. And this is for Shanny. What is this? I don't know what this is. I
No,
don't know what this is.
just try and listen.
And this is for Shanny. What is this?
Oh shit! Oh shit! I did hear that. Oh god, I'm not gonna lie. I did hear that. Oh my god! Wow. Okay, so you know what? People got better ears than me. Let me listen to that again. But mind you that he does still have the door open. But where he lives, it's not like the neighbors are like right there. They're a little ways away.
All right, this looks important. Let me put this back in the mailbox. What is this?
Yeah, oh man. Hi, Rev. You can run, Rev, but you can't hide. You can run, Rev, but you can't hide the tuberculosis, folks. The TB will always tell on you. That could be anybody. Yes, I know. I'm playing. And you know what? And that cough could also be the. It could be a lot. You know what? Let me play it again. I mean, for all we know, Gman has his friend there. You know, I personally don't think he wants to deal with them after all the bull crap he's been talking about them for the past like month. And it sounds very far away. You know what I mean? It sounds very far away. Jason's cough was more guttural, like there was something wrong with him. If it could be anyone, but it would not be surprised. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I agree. I agree that it doesn't sound like Rev, but I also agree with this statement. I wouldn't be surprised either. The stuff I see that goes on online, it's crazy. The shit out here is crazy, folks. So make sure you like for this craziness.
All right, this looks important. Let me put this back in the mailbox. I don't know what this is. Shanny, if you're watching this, you got some certified mail here for you.
And yeah, and that's another thing, Silver Turley. That would be a stupid thing, you know, because Shanny and Rev, and G-Man knows this. He's seen the video. They are the worst to hide. And Shanny tried to pretend that she was talking to Rev on the phone. And he just came into the camera because he forgot, because they were just being so chillaxed and everything. And then she's like, all right, bye. I'll talk to you later. And it was just like really weird. And of course, he was right there. But yeah, they are. You can't. Not with them too. They're too stupid to, you know, to do something like that. Way too much credit for them.
If you're watching this, but I got American Water. That's something for Norristown, whatever the heck that is. So, but they're not here. That's the whole point of doing this YouTube video. So you can stop with the rumors saying that Gman's helping them, because he's not. I'm legitimately ticked off at them, and I'm pretty much finished with those guys. So, does anybody have any questions?
I'm surprised no one asked at the time. I didn't even hear about this video until after the fact. And then someone was like, "Oh, did you hear the coughing?" And at first, I didn't. I didn't hear the coughing, and I was like, coughing, and I dismissed it. I was like, that's stupid. Why would they do that? No way would they be there. But then I was just surprised just now, because I actually waited for it, and I'm like, oh my God, that is a cough. But at the same time, that door was open, so I can contribute that to be outside noise for now, until I know otherwise.
You didn't see my mail. I just showed you that I had mail. That's all. That's all I showed you.
Yeah, Brett.
Give me a second here. I just wanted to prove to you guys it wasn't here, because a lot of you were saying that, well, not a lot of you, some of you were saying that they were still here, and they're not.
Yeah, Penny,
So I wanted to make
it's a
a
little
short
much.
video to show everybody that they're not here, and Gman's not getting weak, and letting them in here. Shanny should have never made that video. Shanny shouldn't have said this.
It was G-Man's driver, yeah. Or it was one of his construction worker buddies.
The stuff that she said. And she will learn from this. They were hiding out in the motel room. I didn't know that. You guys got videos for that? Because I can't find nothing on YouTube. Well, there were some people, Lubis, leaving comments stating that that I was still helping them, and I wasn't. I'm very happy about how clean this basement is. Let me turn this light off down here.
Oh, cool. All right, now he's going in the basement. But I will say this. It's kind of weird that he doesn't even say, yeah, they called me, and I said, no way. Because I would totally believe that he would be in Rev's, what he calls lexicon of people to call if he needs help or a place to stay. Because right now they have nothing. And like they said, there's nothing to help them. I don't know if the TV station set up a thing for them for a couple of days. You would be surprised. News or stations can set up little fundraisers and stuff for like short stays, or if something was set up with the state because of the but anything can happen. I really feel bad for those cats, though. They shouldn't have to live like this.
Been working all day, and I'm gonna go to the hotel and get some sleep. Cool behind the house. I'm gonna put some oil in that furnace tomorrow. Put some oil in that furnace tomorrow. This place is cold. Thank God I ain't gotta stay here. Let me see. All right. So anyway, I'll be taking a look at a video when the original eviction happened on this particular channel, and y'all be getting my perspective on what happened when some of the claims that Shanny was making. And I'll actually walk through the house and show you what I had to do when they cut the electricity off and they cut the water off, being all mean to me and everything when I was here the first time. All right, so see y'all later.
So there's that. After that, then he made an update who was coughing, which I think that's hilarious. But somebody, I did hear a cough. I'm not saying it's them, but I definitely did hear a cough. I mean, and G-Man being G-Man, I know how he is. Quick to dismiss things. He should have watched the video. Someone should have gave him the time, hear that, and be like, wow, I heard that, and I don't legit know what that is. That'd be better and more believable than him dismissing. But here, let me see what his excuse is going to be, because I see the laughing emojis.
Who was coughing? That's the big question. Who was coughing?
You're still wearing the same shirt.
People leaving comments in my comment section asking me, G-Man, if you're there by yourself, then who was coughing at this timestamp?
Ooh, they gave him a timestamp. That's good.
I don't know what I'm doing in I'm painting these stairs. So if you guys haven't figured this out yet, I'm not really taking the people seriously, but I decided to make this video since I really ain't got nothing else to talk about. But I'm gonna paint this door over here white to show everybody.
Gman, no matter what, I'll keep saying this. And next time I talk to him, you know, I need to give him my final thoughts on what I feel about him, my opinions. And my opinions have not changed. He is still very much a sexist to women. He calls them woman. He is still closed-minded in a lot of his thinking. And he can say a lot of comments that can get him into trouble. And, you know, he should understand that it's also the internet. He should not take this stuff that serious where he's making death threats. But with all that being said, he needs to understand that if people want to take his side, when they have just, you know, constructive criticism or like legit questions, they just looking for an answer. They're not looking for it to be a dig. But I feel like when people have been, what's the word, attacked, or not even attacked, when they've been debating people for the past 10 years and thinks everybody's an atheist troll or whatever, I think his first instinct is to attack instead of like think about what people are asking and go, yeah, I think that's a good question. Who would cough? I mean, all G-Man had to say is he had one of his workers in there painting the house. Anything would be better than, that's silly, because obviously you can hear a cough.
Real quick, I'm about to take away this brown and make this look white. And then I'm going to paint this passageway here gray, I think. So we'll see in a minute. There's the stairs over there, and I got to stop being so sloppy with my painting because I'm doing a lot of...
Oh, the way he talks. He's very sexist in the way he talks. He has said worse. It's just like the way he says it. You know what I mean? The mannerism in the way he said it. And he said other worse things about other females that I don't want to get into. And, you know, like I'm just saying, rest assured, he's a sexist viewpoint. The women should be in the kitchen, all that stuff. You know, he hasn't left the 1960s or the 40s, actually.
Sloppy word right now. But I got some people asking me about who was talking when I was over here. I think I was standing over here. Let me show you guys something here real quick. There's a doorway right here. There's a doorway right here. And I think I was standing there when the so-called coughing was done. And
oh, is he?
Some people are asking me, what do you mean, who was coughing? Of course, I'm the only one here. And I just feel like people are asking me stupid questions at this point. So.
Oh. I mean, Brett has that's petty. Thanks, Petty Pet. Well, I mean, Brett, if you know, you gotta wrench. If you gotta do something, you know what to do.
I have other reasons. I have other ideas of why people are asking me that dumb question. Some people believe that I'm still helping them. Like I said, a lot of you are free to believe whatever you want to believe. But if that's what you believe, then you need to work on your detective skills.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was also gonna say this guy, and I even noticed when I was talking to him, he is the king of let me talk about something else. So your question gets forgotten. You know, there's certain people you can talk to and have a normal conversation, and then there's other people that you need to have notes, bullet points, you know, and I get that. And I can say, yes, I should have had some more bullet points written down just to remember, because he would talk and then all of a sudden, like the circle would bring me back around and then I would totally forget. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, that's right. And then he'd talk about something else. I noticed that he does that in his videos. He's been doing that for a while. He never answers the question. He dances around questions.
Because that's just bad. Sad, bad. But for the people out there that are smart enough to know what's going on or whatever, this obviously is not directed towards you, but it's directed towards the people out there that are saying that somebody was in here and everything. So,
oh, okay.
I don't know. But if you want to know what I'm doing.
Why does Andrew Tate do this same type of crap? Like I said, a lot of people think that that's their power, to confuse people when they're talking. To me, that's not a power. That's something anybody can learn. You know, simple psychology. If someone's asking you something, you don't want to answer it, then you dance around with everything else to confuse the hell out of them. That's not a power. Some people definitely are better at it than others, though. I will say, most of the time I'll keep my thought, but some people do have a way of pulling you out of your thought. That's why there's always good to have the bullet points so you don't forget what you want to say. But I noticed that he really likes to do that. He really doesn't like to answer any questions, Some people might call that a fence sitter. I've noticed that.
I'm still in Scranton. I'm gonna paint this. I'm gonna paint over this banister a little bit. I bought some samplers because on the banister here, there are these things here that need to be addressed, and I didn't even get the right color paint. So, trying to work on that now. What did I do with those samplers? And I admit, I am a little bored because I could have just did this on the comment section. It's a sampler right here that I have. And I'm going to go over there and I'm going to paint this over there. If you guys leave a super chat, I'm not going to be able to see it. So.
Oh yeah, bro. It does look like he's trying to get it up to code so you can rent it out, sell it, whatever. But I really feel like at least if you would have said, "Hey, I did hear that. I don't know what that was. The door was open at the time. It is an old house." I mean, Shanny, when she was there, she kept on saying that Rev's mom was haunting her. And I hope she was. I hope she looked at this person like, wow, this is who my son chose, and just decided to cough it up a storm. But yeah, I'm with you guys. I think he shouldn't be so dismissive on a, hey, who coughed? That's not so ridiculous. When you are dismissive, it does insult intelligence. It does make people aggravated and annoyed. So I'm with you guys. He should address that. Even if he didn't know who it was, I'd be like, well, I know nobody was here. I had the door open. I didn't hear it at the time. I heard that. That's weird. I mean, because you know what? Things do happen. There is, when you're making a video on a phone and stuff like that, there is interferences. I used to get interferences on my cordless phone back in the day. All the time, I'd hear the neighbors talking. Very, normal. It does happen. But for him just to dismiss the whole thing is sus. So I agree, guys.
So I apologize about that. If I see it, I'll acknowledge it later or something. But just putting this on here. But I think some people just want to argue on here. And some people just want to get back to the back and forth. Listen to me, you don't got to manufacture anything. I assure you the argument is coming back. I promise you that. I can guarantee you that's what's going to happen with some of these folk here online. This is too bad. I can't use that one. Where did they put my brushes, man? This is ridiculous.
Hey, Carrie.
This is why I'm going to start doing this stuff myself. Nobody knows how to be neat no more. These guys just left. Give me a second here. Okay. And I have no idea what Shanny and Rev is. Oh, actually, that's not true. That's not true. Some people are telling me that there's a shelter downtown in Scranton near Geisinger Hospital, I think. So that might be where they are. I won't know until I go down there tomorrow when I make a payment on some of these bills that I have here that I gotta take care of before I go back home.
What? You're gonna go down to buy a place that has a shelter to pay bills? I mean, I don't know. I don't have to leave my phone to pay any bill. So that's also curious. You gotta look at the way people talk. I think people tell on themselves all the time and just don't notice it by the nuances and how they talk.
So I'm gonna go down here and see if I can find out what's going on with them. But for those of you out there that believe that they're hiding in here and coughing and all this other nonsense, y'all should know me by now that I wouldn't hide something like that. I would just, well, actually, I kind of would hide that from y'all.
No, see that? Come on, that ain't backhanded as shit. What about the cats? Brett, I hope that the cats are away from them. Obviously, they can't be in a car. A shelter. I think they can take them in a shelter. At least they'd be getting taken care of. Hey, dude, brothers, what's up? Oh, okay. He's going there and paying cash. I get you. Yeah, I hope the cats were rescued as well. Yeah, G-Man's old school. But you hear what he just said right now, folks? You hear what he just said? He said, "Oh, well, I wouldn't do that." Well, no, actually, I would. That's double speak. He basically admitting that he would, and then he said he wouldn't. And again, for the viewer, it's like, but somebody did cough. You could just say, "I don't know who that was," and call it a day. You know, I think insulting people is not a good look.
But there's no need to do that no more. So, you want to know why? Because Shanny and Red attempted to play me. I can't really use this like this. And because they attempted to play me, here we go. I found it. Aha! I found the magic brush. But anyway, because they attempted to play me, I'm pretty much done with them. This is not going to look right. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to repaint this entire banister. But we're going to see. It don't look right.
I don't know why he's doing this. I thought he was paying somebody to do something for him. That's another thing. These inconsistencies, saying that he's doing the stuff, while his friends are doing the stuff, he's doing the stuff. Like, which is it?
The Home Depot, and they didn't even do this right. We'll see how it looks when it dries. We'll see how it looks when it dries. But yeah, I'm the only one here, so.
But yeah, so yeah, just like I said, I said it before, it's a rumor, folks. It's definitely a rumor, so please, take this with a grain of salt. But it was told to me that they are in a shelter, that they're in a shelter, that the animal's in a shelter, because that, the news station or wherever set them up there. If that's true or not, I don't know, but that's what was told to me. So I'm just saying that now, throwing that out there. If it ends up being true, G-Man just said it. I heard that as well. So I guess we'll wait and see.
I'm surprised those guys haven't made a video yet, to be perfectly honest.
Same here. Rev's homeless rollies.
Here all day, just doing petty nonsense here. Not really doing anything big or significant. I know this is a boring video. I am working on a video with those two when they originally kicked me out of here when I was walking in the snow.
Oh, really?
I'm showing everybody that.
That's interesting.
That video. A lot of people forgot what it was like when I was walking out there in the snow. But I'll be showing everybody that. But anyway, let's see what you guys are saying on here. Actually, I didn't paint this. I painted some of this house outside. I hired a guy when I was over in Philadelphia to do this mess, and he did a crappy job.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That outside, my God, it don't look too good. It looks like a Smurf house, folks. Like, seriously, I don't know. I don't like blue on houses. Growing up, one of my houses was blue, but it was like a light bluish. So it was almost like a blue-gray. So I was okay with it. But this is like a dark blue. It's just, I don't know, don't look right.
On the outside. That's why he hasn't been here since. And if Shanny and Red was on the line, they would confirm it. It was just a really bad job that was done.
All right. Yeah, like the rules of you have to shower, you have to bathe, you have to take care of your animals. She'd be like, "Oh my God, I can't walk. I have fibromyalgia."
It was just a really bad job that was done. And for anybody on there, and by the way, Gentleman Pioneer is still going on there talking about Gman's a sellout and all this other stuff and whatnot. Yet I'm doing a live show and not a StreamYard in which I can actually receive a super chat. People People are never going to get it and understand it. I'm not on YouTube for that stuff, man. I'm just not on here for that stuff. Just not. Let me see something here. I ain't gonna lie though, it is interesting getting super chats, so I'm not gonna sit here in the front.
Man.
I'm not gonna front. But I'm the only one here. I can't even walk up the stairs because there's paint all over the steps. And I got an open house coming over here soon, so I'm gonna see about trying to sell this place and see how that goes.
I don't know. And the whole thing is interesting because, like, now that I actually heard the cough, it is interesting. Could it have been someone from outside? Yes, definitely. But there's factors that we have to think here, folks. Well, someone said this before. Gman doesn't drive. So it is very, very, very possible that there was his driver or an Uber driver. I know he uses Uber a lot. He said so. Could have been outside when he had the door open, coughed. That is very, very, very possible. And I wish he would say that because that would give him more credibility than, well, we'll see how that goes. I don't like this, but I do like this. I wouldn't do that, but I would do that. Like, you know, it's just like, come on, pick a lane, man. Pick a lane. But, you know, it's like I said, it's very possible that it was his driver.
What are you guys saying here? Oh, I can see a super chat on this? What?
Yeah. And Dark Blade, like, I am legitimately honest. I didn't hear the cough the first time I watched it, like, right after, like, I didn't see it live. I saw it like right after he posted it because I'm like, oh, he was live. Like, I just got it to the end. I watched the whole thing, didn't notice it, and then people, my Discord were like talking about. They were like, hey, did you notice that there was a cough? And I'm like, no, I didn't. And I thought it was bullshit. So when I actually heard it right now, no, I was actually legit surprised. But it makes, you know, the mysterious of this all that much more.
Okay. This is a live show and I can see a super chat. Okay, I didn't know I could do that. Chiquita Banana 03 says, great job on the house. Oh, thank you. Trying. But I'm just trying to, like, get this place looking a certain way because I got a lot of people coming here. Apparently, this is what I'm being told. So I gotta start touching up a lot of this little stuff that I really wish I could have somebody else do, but these knuckleheads don't know what they're doing when they come in here, so I gotta do this myself. You know what I gotta get? I gotta get an ultimate villain over here. I gotta get the villain over here. The tradesman. Guys, to get the tradesman over here. That's what I need to do. I need to get the villain here. Gentleman Pioneer will never tell you this, but I offered to work for him for free on multiple occasions back when we were friends. This guy talks too much smack, man, for me to offer that for him again. That's for sure. I need to get the white paint and I need to do these trims. All these trims are filthy because when they came here, all this dust and all this dust and all.
Yeah, you know what I love? I love that, like, no one timed this out. They were just like, are you a robot? Or, tell me more.
All this stuff from outside is hitting the walls. I need to clean this up. This place was way cleaner than this before they came.
He loves hearing his voice.
I should get a chandelier and put it here too. I'll spend $300 and get a chandelier. But anyway, that's it, guys. Let me make sure there ain't no more super chats. So I ain't gotta.
Yeah, can you imagine that? You know, like he got Section 8 and then they're staying there. Oh. And every time something breaks, they'd have to be like, gee, man, the house stinks.
Acknowledge nobody no more. Let me see. About to get high on fumes.
Yeah.
To paint myself with white paint on my face?
What?
I'm not doing that.
What?
Actually, maybe I should, because if you're telling me how much of a super chat I would have to give, I don't know. I'll think about that.
No, don't do that, G-Man.
I'm not going to use this stuff.
Oh,
This
God.
stuff is toxic. Why would I use this?
Well, at least he's smarter than Rev. No, it's
Y'all
so,
can't see it, but just like
it's so funny that Gman sometimes doesn't understand nuance, or he doesn't understand the joke. Like he'll say it and it doesn't hit him. I don't know. Me growing up, you had to be quick. You had to be, you had to come back with the one-liners, because that's what we did. All, play on each other all damn day. Especially around like this time, around Thanksgiving, you had to come with your A material.
little imperfections on this that I don't think y'all can see on that camera. I'm trying to get to. I want to go to bed. I want something to eat, and I have to go to work on Monday. Another day, another dollar. Day never ends. Anyway, guys, to real use hot? No, I'm not doing that. Bug Love says, just to tick off Shanny. Here you go. Thank you for the $1. I'm sorry, the $5 super chat, Brett. Thank you, Brett Von Helton, $1. I know you guys are just giving this stuff to
Brett.
to tick off Shanny. Let me see something here. What was the answer to the question? Who was coughing, showing up late here? Yeah, JD Kane, the answer is, I don't know who was coughing. You might have heard somebody outside. I wasn't coughing. I watched that clip a couple of times. I ain't hear no coughing.
Wow, come on, man. Come on. Even I said, hey, I didn't hear it either. But then when I played it, I'm like, oh my God, I actually do hear it. Like, if something is so clear you can hear it, you got to admit it, man.
But if somebody was coughing, it came from outside. Because I'm standing, I believe, in the same spot here. Isn't that the part when I was looking out the mail or whatever, I think? The door's right here. I'll show you. The door's right here. So if I was standing here and I was looking at the mail, then it was right there, I guess. Could have been somebody walking past. Is the smell gone? Yeah, the smell's gone. I paid good money to have people come here and scrub this place down. None of that's here no more. There's an air fryer upstairs, and some of their stuff is upstairs. Some of the paperwork still got that smell, but not.
He brought it up in the base, up in the attic, and that's the thing. Like, that's what is the only thing that makes me think that they're not there, because he knows that they stink, and there's no way he's going to rent this place out or sell it if they're in there leaving their stank on everything. I mean, think about it. He has to put all their stuff that had any of their stank on it in the attic, just so they don't smell it, in the rest of the house. So personally, nah, I don't think he'd want them there, just because they don't wash properly. It had to be his driver outside or something. But it does bother me that he can't just, like, he said, well, maybe it was someone outside, but if he said, no, I heard it, I think it's just a way of, the way to answer questions.
Not the house itself. So.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like, maybe if he didn't have good headphones and stuff, he listened to it on his phone. Yeah, you're right. You won't hear it. You definitely need some headphones to hear that cough. I will agree with that, dude.
Anyway, what was I doing? I'm talking to you guys when I'm supposed to be working. Okay. JD Kane is in my live chat. JD Kane is in my live chat. JD Kane, Mr. Harvard University, is in my is in my live chat. How you doing, JD?
Now, I also have, my own opinions about, if Gman knew of, of this type of squatter guy that had a motel that was basically on its last legs, knowing that, if he missed a couple of payments, they wouldn't kick them out. Who's to say? I mean, when you do live in a town or in an area, I know that everyone knows that one place you can go that they really don't care. Or it could just be a condemned motel that's some squatter. And I've seen this before, folks. So when I rented a house for 6 months, rented a house, Gary Price had a pool, and he wasn't the owner. He just met them there, made a copy of the keys, and after 6 months, people were like, "Who are you?" And it was awful. Fake lease, everything. They try to call the renter, and the guy ghosted them. So I have seen that before, and I could totally believe that some guy was playing owner for a couple of days, and just when they got caught, he just ran off. So those are my opinions on that. Yeah, squatter manager, exactly, Chris.
Oh, so it appears up here. Wait a minute, did somebody give $8 and I missed it? What was that, the total amount? Okay, so when I do a super chat, it appears right there when I do a live show. Very interesting. Yeah, thank you, Sabella. At least.
Yeah, well, dude, that is the thing. I did talk to him about, if you didn't see my video, that there was a rumor that Shanny gave him the house knowing that she was going to try to get rid of Jason, and then they both just live in it. And yeah, with all the money that he did give them for a year, it is a lot cheaper than him buying this house outright. He did say that it was in a lot of disrepair. When he first got it, it was probably not even worth $100 grand, and now he could probably get at least maybe 160 out of it, 170. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen everything. He said there was a lot of problems with it. I don't know of the internal problems, but yeah, no matter what, if he makes some good money out of it, it's definitely a good deal. It'll get him out of water, that's for sure.
You see that? Gman loves JD Kane. JD Kane has got a sense of humor. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah, that blew.
JD Kane's a pain in the behind. JD Kane.
Somebody kill a Smurf.
JD Kane knows me, and I know JD Kane. I'll put it to you that way. Okay. I can't even go up these stairs yet. How wet is this? Super wet. Yeah. Of course, I would use outdoor paint in the indoor house. I'm sorry, in the exterior paint on the interior.
Why are you doing that?
Dum-dum. It's the weirdest looking brown paint I've ever seen.
Why are you doing it?
What idiot did job done?
He's the only person I've ever seen that complains about, oh, why would you put this type of paint? Well, then why are you doing it? Stop. I guess anything's better than nothing, folks, right?
Yes, it will. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up this video. I'm gonna try to do a live, maybe either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not really talking about nothing. I'm just rambling, and I'm wasting a lot of y'all time. I'll see you later. Have you ever thought of having a team and doing stuff like this? Of course, I do have a team, just not here. This is just me, and sometimes I hire guys to come here and work. But I don't like how certain things are done sometimes, so I want to do it by myself. So later.
Yeah, this way you get all the money, right? I mean, if you want to make sure that you get most of the cut, you definitely would want to do most of it yourself. Interesting. Interesting. The cough was a ghost. No, I was just reading. That's what Brett wrote on there. Which I think too. I mean, not really. Maybe. I don't know. Shanny said it was haunted. All right. Last video. This other one that he did. Or I didn't see this one. This was from 3 days ago. Shanny and Rev having their problems. Like I said, this all is a very interesting development, and I just know no matter what, we're never going to get the truth out of it all. There's always going to be something that we don't know what happened. But with that being said, please like the stream. Thank you all for being here. Subscribe if you're not. I'm gonna put them up a little. Let them go a little quicker. Oh, he's gonna play her video. Okay, cool. I didn't even get to see that video.
Hey guys, how you doing? What's up? We're still in the same place that we were at before.
Ah,
And
what are you doing, Gman? What are you doing? What are you doing? Man, is that the whole video?
we're in desperate need of drinks.
You know what he did? He has it on twice. I've done this before. G-man. 10 years doing this.
Horrible. She's got a migraine. Folks, for Jesus.
That's giving
I
me a
just-
migraine. You know what? I actually should play that video because I didn't get to. That was the actual last video, right? That was the last video that Rev made. You know what? I'm also curious about the fact that Shanny didn't go on. She didn't go online. You know what I mean? Like she didn't, or not go online, but she didn't go on the news. You would think that Shanny definitely would have went on the news because that's like definitely her thing, you know. Any type of, any type of drama. Oh yeah, here, let me play that because I can't listen to that on G-Man's thing. I don't like double speak. What is this thing that they put here?
Guys, it's
Hey, yeah. It's
all right.
just,
How you doing, guys? It's
Yeah, tell me you're on something without telling me you're on something.
it's Rev here. I'm just gonna put this out because I was requested to do so. Shanny is
I mean, somebody paid him.
feeling extremely, not just a little bit, but she is in extreme pain, guys. This has been occurring, I guess, about over the past week, maybe longer than that. That she has been having severe back pain, and we're not really sure what's going on with it.
Yeah, you know what else would have give you severe back pain? Having to move out of a condemned motel after you stole the copper out of the basement. No, I'm playing. Who knows if they did it? For all we know, it could have been some neighborhood kids that went down the basement. I mean, obviously the basement wasn't secured enough for people to go in there and steal the copper. That's for sure.
So she requested that I come on and ask everybody that can pray to pray.
Pray with their wallets.
Send up good vibes, pray.
That means cash app.
Because it's getting to the point where the pain is so unbearable that it's really hard for her to do anything at all. And there's the added stress, of course, of the situation that we're in, and that's not good.
Well, you know, that's a Dark Boy. That's a interesting statement there, because apparently, you know, all he did was alcohol before he met Shanny, and Shanny actually apparently allegedly just got him into the pot, which he was reluctant to do if you watch the older videos. So this whole thing about him being on Delta is all Shanny's fault, and anything else would also be her fault as well. I just don't know what will make their body and their teeth decay so fast, though. That one is a head scratcher.
So just please, if you can, we would really appreciate it if you could pray. And that's it, really. We're going through a time, guys, that's for sure. And Shanny's health is not getting better.
I suppose. Pay without the R. I love that, dude.
It's getting worse. So, you know, when you got your health, that's a lot. You could have a lot of stuff that's messed up in your life. A lot of stuff.
Hear that?
You got your health, that's a lot.
So compared that one to that from before, and they might not match up.
You could have a lot of stuff that's messed up in your life. But if your health is messed up, then you're really in a bad spot. Wow, that just spiked to 7. I'll say it again. How you guys doing? Bless you. But if possible, we would really appreciate you so much if you could send up some prayers for Shanny's health. So I appreciate everybody that would be kind enough.
That would be great.
To just pray. I'm not asking monetary nothing. It's nothing like that. I'm just asking for prayers.
Payers.
Yeah. We're not out on the street yet, no.
Yeah.
So I did what I was supposed to do. Hello, 102 viewers, and goodbye. Peace out.
It's kind of funny that, like, later on, this is like the next day, if he only knew what was going to happen, literally the next day. I don't know, folks. It's something that you just can't get away from, I swear. You know, and not until like they're actually put somewhere and it's like, okay, because you know these cows have been milked dry. And I'm already looking into other people, you know, just to talk about, because it's. But every time I think, all right, these cows are done, something else happens, you know, like, all right, well the hotel got condemned. Like, whoa, the hotel. Like, what did they do? Oh, well, they might have done anything. Maybe there was a scam the whole time. Like, wow. Like, bad luck just follows these two around.
Yeah, hey guys, how you doing? What's up? We're still in the same place that we were at before. And we're in desperate need of drinks and food.
Foods. We need foods.
Again, I want to thank everybody that's helped already. But you see the address up in the left, upper left-hand corner there. It's at @ShannyNeedslove. If you could help us out, it's for food and drink. That's it. We'd really appreciate it. Shanny is still feeling horrible. She's got a migraine to boot at this point. So some food would be really good. Hey, Foeks for Jesus. Foeks for Jesus, I like that. That's a great name, okay? I wish I came up with that, but that's great. Foeks for Jesus. So God bless everybody out there, especially to the people that have a heart, you know, a kind heart. This isn't a rerun. This is live 21 Gaming 21.
You know, having a heart is one thing, but do you admit what you've done? Do you feel bad for putting those children in that position, making them lie for you? Like, you know, you want help, you need to admit some things first, man. That's the part of healing. Then the healing can come in. Then people can have a heart.
I just said your name. It's live. Hi, guys. What's up, Ted? There's no reruns on this channel. We don't do reruns. I have nothing to say to you. Folks, coffee for cigarettes.
Yeah.
I am live. This is live. I'm not this is not a recording. This is live, guys. So yeah, you see the address up there. Chat rooms usually are just filled with people that are extremely not. So to the nice people out there, if you could help us out, we'd really appreciate it. Shanny has been feeling absolutely awful for the past that. It's been very bad. But for the people that care and for the people that choose to help us out, you're the salt of the earth. So thank you much. God bless everybody.
All right. Well, that horribly came in and out. So that is it. So those are the last videos. So we'll see what happens from there. But let's go back to Gman, because I just couldn't listen to that. Blah 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 blah.
And gentle Gman in this particular show. The show won't even last very long. I'm gonna get right to the point, and I want to let everybody know this is how. Jason, I hope you're watching this, but make sure you watch this to the very end, because you know me. All right. I don't really care about Shanny not feeling well. I honestly don't care, and I don't think the rest of YouTube cares that she doesn't feel well. As a matter of fact, I think I speak for a lot of people in the church that they don't care that she don't feel well. Not in the sense that you're trying to solicit funds here on YouTube. Jason, The Bible says that pride cometh before the fall, and the haughty spirit before the destruction. I want to talk about the difference between when you guys lost everything and when you guys are looking at homelessness versus when I did it. When I did it, I specifically asked for rent and security. I needed emergency rent and I needed emergency security. Whatever YouTube wasn't going to be able to provide for me, you better believe I would have got it somehow. All right, so that's number one. Number two, when you guys go out there and I'm referring to Jason and Shanny, and the reason why I got no problem saying your name, Rev, the reason why I ain't got no problem doing it, because every time you get mad at me and you go on your stream, you use people's proper on there. When you stop it, I'll show you I'll show you a little bit of respect. That I promise you.
He definitely does.
So I don't really care about how Shanny feels. And I would greatly appreciate it if you would stop going on that channel saying, oh, Shanny.
But, you know, to be fair, both of them have used full first names and last names. And all three of them have. I try not to, especially if that's not how you want to be known on the internet. I'm fine with that. You know, I understand that doxing is a real thing. And especially when you do worse and posting addresses and people's kids' pictures and other crazy bullshit that you should not do when this is just supposed to be for fun and laughs and all that stuff.
I don't care about Shanny not feeling well. I don't care. Do you want to know why I don't care as a Christian that she's not feeling well? Because Shanny refuses to do anything for herself. That is why I don't care. I'm not saying I don't care about her salvation. I don't care about her getting saved or any of the other stuff. I'm saying I personally don't care about how she feels.
That's right.
She's a woman of 1,000 excuses. And I'm tired of hearing it. I am tired of hearing it. All right? I have in front of me a list of practical things that you and your woman can do to improve your situation. Some of these things will be immediate. You won't have to embarrass yourself every.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And, you know, even when I was talking to Gman, he was asking me, well, like, I don't, you know, believe in Matthew and this and that. And I'm like, well, I do, but to an extent. You know, if you're by yourself and you don't know and you've been driven this way, that's one thing. But when you have kids, then, you know, the victimhood goes to them. And when you are a single parent and you're letting some person attack them, that's not cool. You know, you have to be, you know, put yourself on, you know, on the side for now and worry about your kids. That's why I feel like she needs to admit everything that she's done. And then the healing, like I'm saying, can begin.
Every day and get on here and be the best e-bagger possible. Okay, there are things that you can actually do to start to change your situation almost immediately. And the first one, and make sure you watch this to the very end, Jason, because I know you're watching this. Okay, the number one thing is what everybody else on here has been telling you to do: is get a job.
Yo, it's stress. It's, you know, she says she feels sick. You know what that is? That's stress sick. Everything that's happening, you know, she could hide from the internet, she can hide from people, turn her phone off, break her phone, but she can't hide from her own mind. You know what I mean?
Okay, notice I didn't get specific about what kind of job. Just get a job, get some continual income coming in, because as a man, if you're going to claim to be a Christian, as a man, you have a responsibility to provide for your family. If you're not doing it, sir, you are worse than an infidel. You are, because you keep calling this woman your wife. You ain't providing for her, and you ain't providing for the kids that you abused. The point of the matter is, you ain't providing. There you go. Okay, you did it in the past. That's great. What are you doing today? What are you doing today?
He ain't doing shit.
That's what we need to get to. So there's a lot of different jobs out there you can go get. Jason, you can be an online sales rep. You can be somebody's secretary. Well, you don't even got to leave your bedroom. All you need is a notepad.
And, like, you know, that's great that he is acknowledging that Reb did abuse those kids. I just wish at the time he would have looked into it further. You know, I don't care if there's someone that I like versus someone I don't like, and someone says to me, hey, that person that you like, they abuse children, you better believe I'm going to look into it. I might ask a few questions. I'll look around and be like, well, they say that the toilets are disgusting. Can you show me a live video feed of that? Because I want to see for myself. Because if it still looks like that and there's nobody there, obviously it's them and, you know, being lazy.
Take down some appointments. Let your employer know when they have when and where they have to be, and then you'll be able to get paid for doing those things. You know, we're in the middle of autumn. Got a quick super chat from the Taboris individual, $10. Tell it, Gman, and while you're at it, unblock me, please.
Torbus.
Everybody on here should be unblocked, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so but I'll go and double check. So You can be an online secretary. You can do a lot of different things to earn money on here. You don't have to be on here disrespecting yourself and making a fool out of yourself by getting on here constantly begging for money all the time. You don't got to do that. All right. So get a bloody job, dude. You're pathetic. Get a job, okay? Okay. Now, granted, I understand that when you grew up, you had your mom predominantly, and your dad really wasn't there, dude. But the point of the matter is, somebody got to teach you how to be a man. And if nobody else on here is going to do it, it's going to be me. You need to learn how to get a job, dude. You got to learn how to work for yourself. Get your own money. Provide for your.
Yeah, that's true. You know, her mom even said that she'd have to bring food to them and everything. You know, bring a care package of soups and shit.
Household. So that's number one. Number two, start a business. We all know that you know a little bit about graphic designs. That little Revelation News cross that you have on your channel, I know you designed that, and you showed me other things that you have designed. You have a business mind. Stop listening to Shanny and her whack excuses and start a business. Do graphic designs. Charge people. For crying out loud, I need a logo. I'll give you $50 if you make me a professional looking logo. You know what I mean? Contact some of these people on the internet. Make them a logo. Charge them a fee. Maybe they'll actually pay you. What a concept for work that you actually did. So get involved in graphic design. Maybe make intros for people. When we were cool and Shanny needed a buck or two, I had Shanny make a couple of before I learned how to do it myself. As a matter of fact, a lot of you may not notice, but Shanny was the one responsible for creating the image for the G podcast.
I knew that because you know, Shanny has a way with doing things, and so does her sock account. So yeah, she has a certain style, shall we say,
that I was doing. She created that image there for me and everything. And there's another image that she gave me, but I don't even know where it is. But I paid her like $20 to do that for me because I didn't know how to do it myself. But the point of the matter is, she earned that money. Jason, you can do the same thing, dude. You can say, listen, I'm offering a service. I can do this if you give me money. You can stop getting on here embarrassing yourself and constantly begging for money all the time.
I mean, that's facts.
Stop coming on here begging for money all the time. Offer a service. Offer a service. Then people will have a little bit more respect for you online. All right? You guys will do it cooking channels. I don't care if you're boiling hot dogs. Do something that's going to entertain the people so that they can pay you for the things that you're doing. Instead of you getting on here and begging for money all the time. Because all you and your woman want to do all day. Don't give me that garbage of you guys just sitting in that room watching TV. And listen, I've been around you guys. I know what you guys are doing. I got a $2 super chat from Brick with Eyes. It says that vid is on your Skype. Okay, cool. I'll take a look at that later. But the point of the matter is that you gotta start having some self-respect, dude. Keep talking about how you believe in the principles of Jesus. The Bible's pretty harsh about lazy people. Don't say a lot of nice things about lazy people.
That's something I was trying to get into the other day. Like a lot of the stuff about Bible and stuff. I mean, it would piss me off if I was like a hardcore religious person, I saw somebody like them begging in churches for money and stuff. I'd be angry. I'd be like, oh, what the hell? So like any person just come on in and, you know, put their hand out that doesn't know shit about the Bible, but just knows like, well, just knows like, you know, anything off the first couple of pages or anything in the back.
The Bible don't say a lot of nice things about lazy people at all.
Dude, bro, he's too small.
So we have to be vigilant. We have to work. We have to.
Jason's a little guy.
Provide something for people that they want, that they're willing to trade you money.
And it's always funny. They like these big abusers that attack and kick children and kick them in the ribs. They're always like really small because it's like a Napoleon complex, you know?
For the things that you do. You got a PlayStation 5. You have no problem getting on here begging for $10 and $5 and to get water and juice. Let me tell you something, Rev. And you know what, man? This breaks my heart. You have no idea. Maybe you do know how bad this person is. But what I'm going to do right now, I don't necessarily believe that it's godly, but we need an object lesson to show you, dude, the differences between you and your woman and the rest of the world. All right? I just brought a couple of things here. Nothing really expensive or nothing like that. But just to show everybody as an object lesson. I went to a church and got this for free. And this is cornflakes. Went to a church and got this for free. Dairy milk.
Yeah. I mean, it is possible. You know, but like he said, that Cadillac that they have, the only vehicle that they have left, folks, has no car insurance on it. So they're driving around. But, you know, Pennsylvania is a lot more lax on that stuff. But still, no insurance, driving around. Maybe doesn't want to drive around. I'm sure they don't have a lot of money. But this is ridiculous. I mean, right? You know, when is it going to be, you know, rock bottom? When is it going to be, all right, I can't be with her because I can't afford it because I'm too dumb to go to the church and go, you know, to the food pantry and get that for nothing. And he's right about that.
Okay, that you don't even got to refrigerate. Okay, then these Arizonas are only $1. These Arizonas are only $1, and I have 1, 2,
Yeah,
5.
that's right.
I got these things for snacks. You know what I mean? I got a whole bunch of things here. You want to know why? Because I got off my behind and actually did some work today, and I was able to take some of that money and actually go buy these things. I didn't have to get on here and beg nobody for nothing. It is driving me crazy. And honestly, I'm gonna stop watching you guys on Twitch. I'm gonna stop being
Does he? Brett, does he?
a supporter soon. In terms of being a viewer, like I'm gonna completely stop soon, because all you guys do on that channel is beg and beg and beg. If I honestly want to watch people beg, I can go outside my house and I can go watch people in the corner beg. If that's all I want to see all day. Like, you're not even trying, dude. You're not even trying. You're not posting any effort or anything. Start a business, dude. Tell people that you'll rake their leaves. You'll do the entire backyard for $75, $125.
I mean, really, I do wish maybe he did say this before. I mean, that's kind of how the way Shanny's saying it, that he would kind of hint at them, hey, you guys do need to get a job. But he should have been like hardcore about it from day one. Like, you cannot live in my house stanking it up if you're not going to have any type of job. But of course, they were using their animals and they're using their kids. Like, oh, you don't want them on the street, which is horrible.
Whatever your imagination can go to. Dude, the winter is coming. It's going to be a lot of snow on the ground. White gold. You can go shovel that up for people.
Winter
go
is
make some
coming.
money. Dragnut says, I'm going to teach you how air quotes work one day. Okay. All right. You can do that. All right. So thank you, Dragnut, for the $2 super chat. Okay. So number 3. Swallow your pride and go to your uncle. Even if you got to crawl on your hands and your knees, dude.
Right.
You ain't in the position to demand anything from anybody. Okay? Crawl to your uncle and beg him for some type of help. And no, I'm not talking about $5 or $10 or $15 or anything like that. I'm talking about calling people up, finding you a place to stay, and actually putting you in proper situations where you guys can actually find work.
Or either that, or them stay with the uncle without Shanny, and then have Rev get on some sort of disability. And then maybe once all his stuff is shits together, then he can get back to her. If he really wants to be with her, I don't think they should be together. That's a toxic relationship. My own personal opinion. But still, like, if he really wants to, at least if he had some sort of disability, if he is so disabled, at least he'd be bringing something to the table. He makes nothing. He has nothing.
Only a couple.
I do blame him for letting Shanny spend so much and let her make a lot of financial decisions that she shouldn't have made. And normally, she probably never would have had that much money to make those decisions if Rev didn't have that much money. So there's that.
Couple of days away from sleeping in that Durango every day. You better be happy I put you in that hotel, because that older owner for the for that hotel was the one that's being nice, letting you guys stay there, because he ain't got no back home anyway.
Yeah, he's real nice. he might be a squatter manager. Who knows? I hope we find out.
We got a $20 super chat from the Torbis individual. Thank you for the $20 super chat. She says, here's a little more for Filthy for finally kicking them to the curb where they belong. Yeah, I should have did it a lot earlier, looking back at it.
Yes,
but
definitely.
The point of the matter is, you need to go to your uncle, dude. You need to beg him for help. Don't ask him, beg him for help. Humble yourself. Go to the story of the prodigal son. I mean, before, and you know what? These people on the internet are right. They're saying that you guys got to hit rock bottom before you guys do anything for yourself. Prodigal son spent all of his money, kind of like what you did. And he was even eating food out of the pig pens before he finally decided that he was going to go back home. Swallow your pride before you have to go there. You know what I mean? And go to your uncle and beg him for some type of assistance.
And you know, Shaz, that is so unfortunate, because if both of them could, how much easier their life would be. How much people would want to help. Like, oh, okay, you just need help. Well, we can help that. It's just then ignoring it and making like they didn't do anything wrong, and it's just a medication, and people are just been attacking these people for years, and they're the trolls, and they just won't leave them alone, and it's obsession, they have no lives, and blah 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 blah. It's really interesting. They put the content out, and when they don't like the right answers or they don't like the right criticism, they call it trolling. It's crazy. I mean, I'd say all day, if someone don't like me, well, oh well. You know, I try to make everybody laugh. If they don't like me, whatever, watch somebody else. I mean, it really is that simple. But I'm not gonna make an excuse of like, all right, maybe I sucked that day, but you know, it is what it is. And I think once they realize that, they'll live better, easier lives,
Can't sell
in
that
my opinion.
place yet. Nobody's occupying it. You can go back there, provided you meet his terms and his conditions. Because at the end of the day, Mr. Jason, it ain't yours no more. It's his. He's free to do whatever he wants with it, and it's his rules or the highway. And you need to understand it. Every time you come to one of us online and ask for help like this, you are putting yourself out there to be criticized, dude.
Exactly.
$10, Shanny not feeling well.
I can't believe that either. When he told me that he gave the uncle his uncle's house as well. Man, Rev was just throwing out houses like it was like, you know, running out of style at one point.
You're the one dying. You're the one losing all this weight. You're the one who looks like a skeleton. You're the one who looks like you're not eating, and you're talking about how Shanny feels.
Riff Raff.
I cut the nonsense. I don't care about how Shanny feels no more. Okay? What I care about you guys is just getting off your behinds and doing something. All right? Number 4. And honestly and truthfully, this is the number one reason why people who are in the faith, who are in Christianity, really need to stop helping them. They've never even entertained the idea of going to the Bowery Mission in not in Times Square, in Chinatown, New York. First of all, the Bowery Mission will not turn them away as long as they got an empty bed there. They'll have to be in different places because they got the places for the men and they got places for the women, right? They will have to go on a program learning about drugs, how to get off drugs, and its dependency.
You know what? I said the same thing. And I was laughed at by both of them. It was a place in Colorado. And there was also a place in Pennsylvania called Mommy and Me, where Shady could have went somewhere with her kids, and it would have had the biological father would have had to pay. They would have went after him to pay for that. And she would have learned how to be a mom and learn how to take care of them and herself. And I agree. I think both of them need to be in a place like that. You know, they have to, what people say, they need to be humbled. You know, life is not so easy. You know, handouts are not so easy. And people should be grateful to get anything from somebody else. I definitely am. Because I know, like, money's not, you know, it don't grow on trees, even though it's paper and cloth. It is a lesson that I feel like everyone does need to learn, though, like the value of $1 and how hard things are out there. And then once you are humbled and you're working or you have something going on in your life, when things like this happen, then you can help other people and be like, yo, I was there. You really need to have someone teach you, you know, how to live.
A lot of you ain't gonna like this part, but this is what they make you do. They're gonna have to go to 3 chapel services a day. You know what I mean? And they will eat 3 to 4 times a day. They will provide them with clothing. They will provide them with job training skills. They will help them when they graduate the program to find their own place. But they haven't even entertained the idea of saying, you know what, guys, could you guys give us $100 to fill the gas tank up so we can go to Chinatown, New York, and actually go to the Bowery Mission, which will be light years better than where they are right now.
And you know what? If they separate them, I bet Rev will start to realize how, you know, abused he was in this situation. I mean, Rev did abuse as well, but I think Shanny messed with his head, you know? So I think they all abused each other, in my opinion.
Okay, I've been here before. I've seen what they do for people, and it is way, way, way better than that hotel that they're at. But notice, they don't ask for gas to do any of that stuff. They don't ask for gas to go downtown to be able to apply for no work. It's only for the moment. It's only for the day.
Yeah.
I need it for food. I need the food. I need the food. I need the food. Get the heck out of here. The bottom line is, at the end of the day, dude, you need to be asking for money to do something for yourself long term. Okay, Dragon King gave a $1.99 a super chat. Thank you very much. It says, make that money, Gman. Don't let it make you. That's right. I hear you. Thank you for the $2, $1.99 super chat. But I really want to get into this though. You guys aren't even asking for anything real of any real substance. Like, I need a written security. If somebody gave me a donation for 1,000, somebody gave a donation for 50, somebody gave and I certainly wasn't staying where I was, considering what was going on between me and Shanny. I was out. You two keep asking for money for right then and there. You have no faith whatsoever. Keep talking about Jesus. Shanny keeps talking about love, how we need to come together, and all this other stuff. But you don't want to talk about the meteor matters of the scriptures. You don't want to talk about the fact that we're supposed to die to ourselves and we're supposed to be in Christ. And the reason why they can't do that, because they're not in Christ to begin with. Because I shouldn't have to explain this to you, Jason. You are supposed to understand this. You are supposed to understand this, dude. Okay, Isabella. All right. But the bottom line is, dude, you need to get in your car, take her with you, go to New York, go to Chinatown, and go to the Bowery Mission. Your life will change. Now, granted, you're not going to be able to see each other every day. You're going to be separated. She'll be in the women's division, and you'll be in the men's division. You will get clean, and you will get the help that you need to be able to thrive outside of that hotel. But that's if you even want that. I think that you're deliberately lying to social media when you sit there and say that you want real help. Because if you wanted real help, you would hear what I'm saying right now.
Hey, Robin.
So how about this? Instead of asking for $5 and $10 to get water, which is supposed to be getting for free, a lot of you don't even know this. But at that hotel, every morning, they receive a free breakfast. How many of you knew that?
Whoa.
The reason why they don't know nothing about it?
Yo, see that, folks? Even in a slumlord hotel that has some squatter manager, he's giving them free breakfast. He's probably giving them, like, I don't know, bagel bites or some, like, what are those, like, little, like, Pop-Tarty things? Not Pop-Tarts, but it's like those little dry cracker things. Free breakfast. I would have loved to see that breakfast.
Because they won't get their behinds up in the morning to go get that breakfast. I just recently found out that they are supplying them with clean water.
Or water bottles.
Yet they don't even want to do that. They're in sin. They're being lazy, and they don't want to do what is necessary to get them out of the situation that they're in. David Anthony gave $10 and says they can't face the horror of their reality, even if to apply for assistance. It is easier for them to get high and play video games and pretend everything is fine. It's a symptom of depression, in my opinion. Thank you for the $10.
And I agree with David right there.
We got a $2 super chat from Crash Cootercoot. A $2 super chat from him, and he says, "Do you want to sell one of those lightsabers?" I might, because I got 3 of them. I might, but
those lightsabers are worth a good amount of money.
Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Okay, they still got that PlayStation 5. I want y'all to think about this a minute, and I'm talking to Christians out there. Okay, the secular world seems to understand this, but we don't. Okay, I want you to think about this a minute. If you had a PlayStation 5 and you was hungry, would you have sold that game already?
They open
Yes,
there.
you would. So why haven't they sold that game yet? Why haven't they pawned it yet? That should tell you something about all of this begging that they're doing on the internet.
Yeah. Most places they'll arrest you if you're driving with no insurance. Who is this guy? This is Gman. Gman was Shanny and Rev's good best friend until he couldn't take it anymore, and claims that now that he actually was around them, sees them for who they are. If that's true, who knows? That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
You can't be on the internet like this all the time. You can't be coming on here doing and saying the things that you guys are doing. You will not be allowed to smoke Delta 8. Not in the Bowery Mission, you won't. You won't even be allowed to smoke a cigarette while being in the Bowery Mission. So be ready for that if you go there, because you're going to get real help. You're going to get real criticism, and you're actually going to be taught how to be a real man, dude, and not live off of inheritance. All right. Number 5. Some of you are going to get butthurt on this one. They could become indentured servants. Okay, and I know how a lot of you feel about that particular topic. But let's just think about that a minute. An indentured servant is basically somebody who works off a debt. That's basically in the most condensed definition of it. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than that. But you can actually live somewhere, Jason, and you can work. Jason, let me ask you this. Did you ever think to go to the hotel owner and say, "Can I get a job here?"
Sorry. I just that screenshot really really surprised me. If you don't want to be a stereotype, well, maybe you shouldn't act like a stereotype. Like a racist fat ass. I don't know. Oh, you're not being set up? Please do put it on your channel and watch what will happen. Things go poof. But yeah, she don't threaten nobody, folks. She a good Christian.
You can make the beds up. You can change the towels. You can be an employee of the hotel. That man obviously has sympathy for you. I can see him hiring you. But you got to want to work, Jason. You got to want to work. You got to want to work. And if you don't want to work, you are never going to get out of the situation that you're in. You're going to be begging on here forever. And the funny thing is, Jason, me and you both know this. Maybe some people on YouTube know this a little bit better than me or whatever. I don't know. 1 or 2 people. But we both know you don't got to do any of this, dude. All you got to do is walk away. Your uncle will take you back. The people on YouTube will hear about what you did, and then they will help you get your channel going. Yeah. Not all of them, but a lot of them will. Because there's a lot of people on here that's angry with you, dude. And which is going to bring me to my next point. And this is the last one. Then I'm going to go over some of these other ones. Okay?
This one's another particular favorite of mine. She says in this one, you people are pricks for false flagging Jason's Cash App, right? But then like a couple of days before that, she said, guys, can you please donate some money for my weed? Thanks. Yeah, this is so. Yeah, Shane did a lot more begging like on Twitter, believe it or not, in 2021. And we just talked to the attorney, and she told us we have a case. You harassers know who you are. Prepare to be sued. Uh-oh, folks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Prepare to be sued. You harassers don't know who you are. We're going to be rich again. They're going to be rich again. So, yeah, that's all Shanny wants to do. She wants to just, you know, get the money like that, not earn it. Get it by suing somebody.
Dude, you need to go apply. Stop lying to everybody on here because you haven't done it yet, dude. What you did, you called CPS. You never been to the actual city. Because honestly and truthfully, dude, if they knew your situation and if they knew, the city would be paying for the room for you. You don't even know what you have at your disposal, dude. But you can go apply for TRA, which is temporary rent assistance, and you can go apply for Social Security. One of you are going to get it because one of you, I think, can convince a doctor that you guys are, you know, what is it, two cards short of a full deck. All right. The bottom line is that you got to be willing to get up off your butt and do something about your situation, dude. Oh, gee, man, that's easy for you to say. First of all, dude, what you guys are going through, I've been through at least 5 times in my life. I'm talking about as a kid, okay, as a teen, and 3 times as an adult. I know exactly what this is like, and I can tell you the roadmap. I can tell you what the struggles are like, but I can also show you. I can show you the light on how to get out. And the light is this: get off your butt and do something for yourself. Or keep holding up your sign saying you'll take donations and because you're willing to take abuse. As a matter of fact, don't I got that on here? I think I put that picture on here, didn't I? Let me see something here. Because I should have it on here, actually. Yes, I do. Here we go right here. This is going to be your future, dude. We will take verbal abuse for money. God bless. This is the life that Shanny has for you, dude. Every great man who's ever accomplished anything has a great woman behind them. Your woman is encouraging you to be an e-bagger. Think about that, Jason. She's encouraging you to be an e-bagger. The woman that spent a very large portion of your money. She's not teaching you how to get out of your situation. She's not teaching you that. She's not teaching you that. Boglum Archives gave a $2 super chat and says, ain't no Boglums from Jersey City. That's what's up. You better believe it. Well, actually, I ain't gonna say that. There are bums in Jersey City. But me personally, I'm not gonna sit here and keep depending on a bunch of YouTubers to make sure I can eat every day. This is pathetic, Jason. And you know you don't gotta put up with this. You know this better than me. Got away from you immediately for you being a man saying you don't want to work. And Shanny, that's just plain pathetic. You got on here, you bragged and you boasted about being rich, say you ain't want no scrub, and then you're promoting this guy to be a bum. Your man's a bum. Chris is doing better financially right now than Jason is. Chris would qualify, even cheating with your best friend, Shanny. Chris.
Yeah, but Chris wouldn't want her back.
Cheating with your best friend is a better man than Jason is because Jason refuses to get a job.
Oh, David Anthony, what's up?
I don't know Doug, so I can't say nothing about him. But Chris looks happy. He's got people going on his show. His channel's growing.
Yeah,
they're helping his channel grow.
David.
Yeah, you're stuck with Jason, who don't want to get a job. You don't want to get a job. You don't want to do what's necessary to help yourself out. All you want to do is lay in the bed all day, complain about the pain that you're going through, and you want to get freebies all day. That's all you want to do. And I'm sorry, there ain't a pastor in America that's going to endorse that. Not the prosperity pimps that have those mega churches. You better not go to the Calvinists because you'll be done in 2 seconds. Don't go to the Baptist church with this lazy nonsense because they ain't going to want to hear it. The Pentecostal church and these other ones are going to look at you like you're crazy. Even the ones that support LGBTQ aren't even going to support you. Nobody.
Yeah, no, Shanny's ran out of shields to hide behind. That's for sure.
He's going to support a lazy bum who don't want to do anything. D-Boy says he gave a $4.99 super chat. He says, you ever look at your butt reflection in the toilet water and think, yeah, I hit that? No. And I'm not going to do that. No. Nope. You have to be a certain kind of person to do that, and I don't support that. But I do appreciate the $4.99 super chat. I do appreciate that. All right. So you don't want to ask your uncle for help because you're proud. Oh, don't worry. When it's 0 degrees outside.
He said, you ever look at your butt in the water and say, damn, I hit that? You know, sometimes people will, yeah, they'll make me laugh, and that's a good one.
And you're sitting in that Durango with no gas and no heat, and your woman's suffering from frostbite. I think that's when you're going to start going to your uncle, right? If you haven't done it already, because if I know you, that's what you're trying to go back to. But you're not trying to do nothing for yourself long term. You got this delusion in your head that you're going to have this $1 billion eyeglass company. Dude, you got savings bonds you haven't even cashed in yet. A lot of people don't even know this. This dude's got like $300 or $400 in savings bonds that is sitting in the room that he's in right now.
What?
And he refuses to go to the bank and actually cash those things in. I found everything that he needed.
What? Yo, seriously. I had a friend in the mid 2000s, and they had a savings bond from like 1984 that they were given to them like at birth for like, I don't know, $1,000. I know it's like you pay for half of it out front. It takes years to mature, but he got like damn near $1,500 for that because of, you know, it goes past. If Rev really does have savings bonds just sitting there, that's stupid for him not to cash them out.
For him to be able to cash those things, and he wouldn't even do it. And don't give me this garbage that I'm lying, Jason. Anytime you want to come in this room and have a one-on-one with me, or we can do it in person, because to be perfectly honest, I'm going to be in Scranton on Sunday. I might actually come up there in person if you're still there. I'm going to talk about this on air, live and in person, because you know I'm going to do. I'm put that camera right in your face, and I'm going to ask you these questions. You know how I am. Boglum Archives gave a $2 super chat and says, Shanny watches cuties. She's a sick old Boglum. Okay. All right. Thank you for the $2. I'll leave that up there for a little bit. But thank you for the $2 super chat there. Okay. So you got no excuse to be in the situation that you're in, dude. I mean, how much more grace do you want from God?
Especially if he has savings
honestly,
bonds.
You lost your place over there in Colorado. You came to Pennsylvania. Your uncle gave you, what, about a month or two for free. You wasn't paying a dime. I would kill for that opportunity. You wasn't paying a dime. You didn't save any money. You came to my place. You stayed there for a much longer period of time. You didn't save no money. And don't give me this garbage that nothing was coming in. You yourself told me that Shanny was getting money from YouTube. And she ain't saved none of it. She was getting medication. She had to get the medication. The reason why that woman got the shakes and the reason why you got the shakes is because you're going through withdrawal from the Delta 8. The Delta 8 days are over.
Yo, first of all, you don't get shakes from Delta 8. And, you know, like, I appreciate his naivety, but that is something, opiates, stuff, something like that will give you the shakes. Pills, you know, I think with pot, irritability, and something like Delta 8, which is a lot, like half of the strength of pot, still irritability, but a lot less. But they would never be getting the shakes. So that's why I believe that they're on more than just this Delta 8. But my opinion.
Get that through your head, Jason. The Delta 8 days are over, and they're not coming back.
Well, that's what it sounds
Shanny,
like, right?
The Delta 8 days are over, and they are not coming back. All this, you sitting there in one video, you can't even go to CVS or Rite Aid to get Benadryl. You go to the hospital and they give you Benadryl, and you're complaining that it's making you tired. The Delta 8 days are over.
Dopiates.
It's time to get up your butts and go get some work. Well, how am I supposed to get a job, Jimmy? I paid you $20 to make a little icon for me. Imagine what the rest of YouTube will do. You haven't even made a video saying, guys, I'm offering a service. If anybody needs a thumbnail, if somebody needs this. Or what about this? Because this is the other part that I missed out. How about this? Make an appearance on Dragnut's channel. Charge him a fee. Don't cancel. You ain't in the position, really, to tell them how much you can. Honestly and truthfully, you guys was in the position when you were living in my place, where you could tell Drag how much you wanted, but now you can't do it no more.
I mean, she should go on some channels and ask for money. You know, when I talked to her the 2 times, the first time, she totally lied to me, so that was for her benefit. And the second time, she went online to yell at me and call me all these names. So, and try to flag me down for nudity because she tried to get naked, which I was lucky enough to have the get her away bar. So those were the 2 times that I had her on. But I wouldn't pay for anybody if because I don't think it's that important. I think if they want to talk to me, they'll talk to me, and that's just how I see things.
Offer to go to Drag channel, to Bella's channel, go to Carrie's channel, go to the Geek Room, go to all these different rooms and make yourself some money. $25, $50. At least you ain't got to get on here begging no more.
No, right?
And you'll have some sense of dignity. You can be like, no, I didn't get desperate for this. I went on this show and I took the abuse and I got this money. You think I
Just
wouldn't do
had
it?
to
I can
take the
handle myself in a
smoke.
room with 100 people. It don't make a difference. You got to learn how to do that too, dude. You're poor now. You ain't upper middle class no more. You're poor. Poor. And you want to know what?
Well, you know, another thing that bothers me about the whole situation, even when they did have money, when they were, quote, upper middle class, Shanny still had food stamps because she didn't have money. Rev had money. So the whole time Shanny was collecting food stamps. So they had all that plus food stamps with her 2 kids on it. They had a good amount of money at one point. Definitely. 2020, Rev had money and she had all that food stamps and it's probably maybe Social Security or maybe some sort of assistance or something like that. That's why they were never married.
You want to know why you're poor, Jason? Who do you think made you poor? You think it was the devil? Who do you think made you poor? A lot of people ain't going to believe me when I say this, but God is the reason why they're poor. Because at the end of the day, God is the one who determines who's going to be rich, who's going to be poor, who's going to have, who's going to have. God is the one who decides these things according to the scriptures. The same God that you guys claim that you follow, his principles, yet you do the exact opposite of what the scripture tells you to do. How is God supposed to bless you? You don't do nothing he tells you to do. So, since you guys are bent on sleeping outside, let me give you guys a little bit of advice. Okay? Whatever little bit of money you get on YouTube, go buy a tent. It's going to be some really cold nights. You ain't going to have a heater because you ain't going to plug it in. I strongly recommend you get a fishing rod and learn how to go out there and get the fish stuff or whatever. You're only going to be able to live when you go to McDonald's or something like that where you can get free Wi-Fi or whatever. Because that's where you guys are headed.
Wow. Think about that. If he can't even change a tire, he probably can't fish. He probably can't hunt. He probably can't do anything. And, you know, if this was back in caveman times, Rev would be the one that, you know, he'd be the one getting hit in the head with the rock and getting his hair pulled back to the cave.
If you guys keep going in the current course that you're going in. Now, of course, there's the other part of it that you actually have a plan and that you're just going to use what you can get on here and that you plan on going to the uncle, or maybe you guys have finally decided to go to Duluth. Which Shanny should have did a long time ago. All she got to do is...
No, Shazza, because they were never Chris's kids. They are those 2 kids, 2 boys are from a previous marriage. This guy, a guy named Doug. And that's all I know him as. I just know him as Doug. So I don't know what else to call him. And Doug is the actual biological father of them 2. Apparently, allegedly, he signed off his rights because Shanny said he was on meth. Shanny says that he was a meth head and he went to jail. So Shanny got full custody of those boys. Does he know that they're in a foster care? I don't know. You know, but it's, you know, you always got to take what Shanny says with a grain of salt. So, yeah, all Chris did was help Shanny get her kids back when CPS first took them. And, you know, when Rev got into the picture, you see she lost them again.
Find one sympathetic cousin. That's it. All she needs is one sympathetic. She don't need her brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles. She just needs one cousin that's willing to help her. Just one. Now, apparently on Friday, that's the last day that you guys are going to be at at that hotel on Friday, right? Friday's gonna be the last day that you guys are gonna be there, Jason, right?
Oh, he's still
What's
in
your
there?
plan,
Okay,
dude?
thanks, Patty.
What is your master plan, dude? And are you more concerned about her health, or are you more concerned about getting some orange Delta 8 or some strawberry Delta 8 or peach Delta 8? Are you more concerned about where you're gonna be laying your head, or are you so concerned about Shanny's fake pain that she's going through? Because I'm calling baloney on her pain.
So am I.
If she was going through as much pain as you claimed that she was, you would have took her to the doctor again. You would have took her to the doctor again, and then you would have admitted her to that place, made her stay there or whatever. She ain't in no pain, and we both know it. You're involved with an actress, dude. She ain't in no pain.
She's a manipulator.
This is what I recommend you guys do with Jason, and just to poke at Shanny a little bit.
Yeah, as an actor, I find offense to that. She's a manipulator. I think an actress and manipulator are very, very two different things.
To get them to see the light. I'm not doing this for the same reasons other YouTubers are doing this. I got my own personal reasons for doing this. Because number one, I got to think about being played in a couple of other issues. But Shanny once said that she don't want no scrub. Everybody who makes a YouTube video needs to start referring to Jason as a scrub. Define what a scrub is. and then say to her, when did you start accepting scrubs? Shanny, they're saying that you're on meth. They're saying that some of them are saying you on crack. Some of them saying you're snorting cocaine.
Well, dude, it's because what you just said. You said that she was like, "Oh my God, I'm dying for Delta 8." No one's dying for Delta 8. That doesn't make sense. Okay, you're not. You know, there is no symptoms. That's kind of why a lot of these things and drugs are legalized now in a lot of states, because there is no withdrawal symptoms like that, unless you've got a laced product. And since Shanny says her first husband is in jail. Still in jail, and he was on meth, that's kind of where that comes from. And if you watch the old videos to the newer videos, Shanny had a lot more teeth, folks. They were there.
Yeah, you won't get on here and defend yourself. You know, every view that you get on Twitch is supposed to get you money, but you won't stream. Because you know you're so terrible pain. There ain't nothing wrong with Jason. Why won't he go on YouTube and make a video and ask for donations live? Where's his 24-hour stream? Y'all want everything for free. I don't want to do anything.
Right?
I don't want to do anything. And this is why I started off this show by saying I don't care about Shanny being in pain. I don't even care that they're living in a hotel no more. I honestly don't. I'll start caring when they start caring.
I bet they care now.
That I care. I took abuse on here for long enough. I will take abuse in the future for other stuff that is eventually going to get talked about on this channel. But as far as Shanny and Rev goes, I'm not taking no more abuse for that. It ain't happening. It's not happening.
See, I don't like that statement. I don't like that statement, man. I don't like that statement. That means there's more than you know that you haven't told anybody yet. And come on, dude. You know, like if there's anything else that's worse than what has been said now, I think you should say it, or at least tell CPS so they know. Because those people have had enough chances, you know. It's like fun is fun, it's, you know, but it's over, and they really need to hit rock bottom. So really think about that, and think about what you know, and if it would be detrimental to the kids' future or anything like that. You know, is it worth holding on to get some, you know, some views?
Sent me a cash
The
app
keeper
saying
teeth.
you need $10 for water, and then I find out that the hotel's giving you water for free. You must be crazy.
Yeah, she played it. She's a manipulator.
So Jason, my boy, what's up? What you gonna do with this information? Nothing? You're gonna crawl under the blankets and go play Stardew Valley? What you gonna do? Anyway, Elza gave a super chat for $4.99. Thank you very much. She says you're going to be an amazing husband one day. I'm glad Shanny didn't get her hooks into you. I'm glad she didn't get hooks into me either, and I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. But we men, we got to be providers, Jason. And if you ain't gonna provide, dude, you deserve everything that's gonna come your way, dude. And for what I hear, where you are, there's a lot of bears, dude. A lot of bears and snakes. So if you set up a tent in the woods, are you going to stay woke to protect your boo-boo from the snakes and the bears that's in the area?
Or boo-boo?
Are you going to do it, yes or no?
Oh,
some of these nights have been really cold, dude. Last year, you saw all the ice that was on the ground and how long it took for it to thaw out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you continually play games on here talking about some $5 or $10 or $20.
I mean, he's right about that. Where they are in Pennsylvania, it gets cold, folks, like -40. It gets cold. You know, most of the time people have their fireplace on and the heat on. You know, it's that type of cold while wearing a winter coat. Even if Rev had one of those like thermal sleeping bags or one of those plastic things that looks like foil, and you look like a what is it called, a baked potato in a foil. Those help because it gets cold. Winter definitely is coming.
That stuff ain't gonna do nothing for you, dude. You need some gas in your car. You need to go to the Bowery Mission, and you need to think about your long-term future. You're not even 40 yet, dude. You're not even 40 yet. And if you are drinking again, if you're sneaking over there to that little Subway convenient mart that's over there,
That sells the
and
alcohol.
you're going over there trying to buy yourself a drink, you're an idiot. Don't give me this garbage that you follow the principles of Jesus while you sit in your butt and expect everybody to do everything for you, dude. That's not how it works. That is not how it works.
You should have told him that earlier. I agree.
I appreciate everybody watching this. I had to get this off my chest, but I'm just getting sick of Shanny's in a lot of pain. I don't care.
Me neither. I don't care. Fuck them. But on that note, guys, thank you for hanging out. Thanks for all that. I do appreciate it. Always a fun time here. There's like about 164 watching. If you guys will please like and subscribe if you're not. Now that I did today, which is Sunday, normally I don't do Sundays. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow unless something comes up. Maybe I'll just shoot for Tuesday. But Greg, I bet you would. Oh yeah, come on, man. No, I think. Oh, cool, Ireland. That is awesome. I need to get there. 25% of me is Irish from my grandmother's side. I definitely need to get there and drink the Blarney Stone or whatever and kiss the alcohol. But yeah, I definitely gotta check it out though. Ireland looks really cool to me and clean, you know. I just gotta get out of America. But that's it. And like I said, if you guys didn't, if anyone who came in late, I just wanted to show the that screenshot again before I go, because I think a lot of people need to know who we're dealing with when it comes to Shanny. And I'm just saying, this is who Sandalphon is. This is who she is. This is the real Shanny. That's what she says. Anyone, if he thinks thinks he should take me seriously, anyone else want to catch this dude up to par? So again, this is Shanny. This ain't a fake account. This is her. This is who she is. This is how she acts. I just want to throw that out there, you know, for anyone feeling bad for these two. The only people that you should feel bad for are the residents at that motel that had no choice in the matter. That does suck for them. But on that note, thanks for hanging out. Please like, subscribe if you're not. There's like a 40% that you're not. And I want to get 300 before the next year. So please help me with that goal. And that's it. Have a good night, folks. And I will see you next time. Peace. Foods.